Yes, it's Mr. Box Office, the main event, the Professor of Truth and Entertainment, the ratings killer, the people's champion, and everyone's guilty pleasure. And yes, it is. If you don't know, get to know. And that's it. And big up to everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Box Office TV, back live and direct, back from retirement and everything else. And everybody, big up to everybody who's watching, for everyone around the world. And that's it. And yes, I'm back with another show with to talk about Tottenham Hotspur winning 4-0 against Man City at the Etihad. An absolutely fantastic performance. But there was one question I have to ask to the Tottenham fan base and everybody else in the chat. If you're there, big up to you and welcome to you. And if you're new, please like and subscribe and put your notifications on, because I don't know when I'm going to go live. I don't know how long this is going to be as well. But the question I have to ask is, a great counter-attacking performance, and is this what Ange is all about? Is this who we are, Ange? And that's a question I have to ask. Has Mr. Box Office in the thumbnail as well, have I changed my mind on Ange Postecoglou? We'll go through it in the show today, and that's it. So big up to everybody in the chat. Big up to everybody, and let's get straight into it. With my first conversation, I have to say is the actual performance, and I just need to address something. I have to address something because I think I have to address it right now. And I don't really want to talk about other channels and stuff, but I feel that I have to address it right now because then it clears things up in the air. I did absolutely nothing wrong on the Football Terrorist. I said what I said, and I praised the performance. The only thing is because I'm a certain person that is very expressive, and I think I'm acknowledged by people like Asthmatic, Kuva, and the people that I was on show yesterday with, and I think they actually see the way that I am. Ellie's another great example because I don't really agree with her mostly, but she sees exactly how I am. She don't agree with me, but she sees it from my point of view. Danny Kuriaku is another one as well. And when I explain myself, I go in a different way. This is the way I talk. This is the way I speak on YouTube. It's what I am. It's Mr. Box Office. Embrace it, or you don't like it. That's you. That's you. But at the end of the day, if you actually listen to what I say, and I think a lot of people now get into grips with what I'm saying. If you actually listen to what I say, I actually make a lot of sense, and people give me credit for, and that's it. And I don't think that was actually listened to on the Football Terrace. So thank goodness I stood up for myself, which if I go on the show again, I'll do it again, because I'm not going to be disrespected. I will not be disrespected. And that's it. Mr. Box Office doesn't get disrespected. And for me, it's embarrassing that I have to explain to people who can't grasp that I actually have praised them, but I don't going over the top praising them. Deji was embarrassing as well, to be honest with you, saying, "Oh, I just want to be happy for the result." Great, thank you, mate. We all knew that. Great, but you could have stuck up for your boy there. You know what I mean? Because you know exactly what I'm like. Jacob could have stood up for me as well, but they stood there, just left me to hang me to shame, and that's it. Because I know exactly what I'm like. But all I got was the same old rubbish, like I said all the time. But when I say, I don't agree with Jay, I don't agree with Jacob, but I don't get the same sort of behavior from them. You see what I'm saying? And this is where, and now I'm hearing the same old things. I saw it in my chat after my last video. It's, oh, Why don't you smile? Why don't you do this? And it's just right on cue. Right on cue. Right on cue. When people, when you win. And I knew this was coming. When we win, and I said, I thought we were going to do something against Man City. I said it on Football Heritage TV. I said, I've got a feeling we'll do something against Man City. It's just like Tottenham to do it. And as soon as we win, oh, where's the Ange outers? Oh, where's this? Oh, where's that? Oh, where's this? Have Jerome on the football terrace saying, oh, well, you just sound a bit nasty and that's it. I'm sitting there thinking, okay, so you're obviously getting rattled because you don't want, you want me to say the same things you're saying, which is never going to happen because that's called being real and that's it. I don't change my mind after 2 seconds. That doesn't work because the things that I thought before the game is still the things I think right now, and that's it. I was spot on about us being a counter-attacking team, by the way. I was absolutely spot on about that. Absolutely spot on about that, by the way. Which we were a counter-attacking team, even though there's people there that are telling me, oh, no, we're not a counter-attacking team. Did you look at that goal? Yes, I saw that goal. Yes, it was. It's a counter-attacking goal. You know what I mean? Sorry, but you can say whatever you want. It's a counter-attacking goal. Brilliant counter-attacking goal, by the way, because Kulusevski, and I still don't rate him. You know what I mean? Regardless what you say, I do not rate the bloke. You know what I mean? Simple as that. You can say whatever you want to me. But as a player playing in that system, he's absolutely fantastic. He's proven it over time. He's proven it this season. Good. But do it again. Do it again. I don't see him going to Real Madrid anytime soon. I'll tell you that for a fact. That's it. But I'm not having a go at the people that love Ange. Love Ange all you want. Great. Keep that energy. But I didn't see some of these, and I'm not having a go at Jacob, by the way. Jacob turned up. Yeah. Ian turns up. Yeah. James turns up. Yeah. So I'm not having a go at those people. Yeah. So let's get them out of the way. They turn up. Regardless what I felt about what Jacob did on football, that's not his fault. I know what I get on there. That's why I come out all guns blazing, because I'm not going to have it. You know what I mean? Simple as that. I'm an adult. Terry's an adult. We can have the conversation. We're gonna clash. Simple as that. That's the way it is between me and him, and he's just got to understand it. And I only agreed with him about the Man City point of view, and that's it. I thought it was so funny the way that Man City fans were having to go at some of their players. I just thought it was just like a bit of a funny one for me. Honestly, a bit of a funny one for me. But it's just really just the fact that we win a game, and it's the first thought is, oh, let's have a go at those people to say, oh, are you going to be happy now? Are you going to back Ange now? And I'm like, nah. I've even heard on We Are Tottenham TV one guy saying, oh, it's a process. If they listen to the fans, and I'm like, bro, you're talking now because we won. Where were you when we lost against Ipswich? Where were you when we lost against Crystal Palace? Where were you when we lost against Brighton? Where were you? Where were you, bro? You know what I mean? Because I speak to a content creator, I'm not going to say, that was trying to get people on that loved Ange, and they're saying, well, no, they don't want to come in. They're too ashamed to come out. They're too ashamed to talk. So I was sitting there thinking, okay, so you're giving us all that energy when we were winning. Man United, when we were winning, you're giving us all that energy. Aston Villa, you're giving all that energy. You're giving all that energy. But when we lose against Ipswich, where are you? Where were you? You weren't there, bro. You weren't there. You weren't there nowhere. You didn't come out. You didn't come out to play. So I'm sorry. I keep the same energy. Yeah? Because when Mr. Box Office comes out, he don't move. He does not move. And that's all I've got to say, and that's it. Yeah? This is Mr. Box Office live and direct. Direct to the point. And that's it. Yeah. Great win. I'm not saying that it's not a good win. I'm not saying that it's... I'm not saying that I'm not impressed. You can't be impressed. That's it. I gave praise to people that I don't rate. Davis, I don't rate. But for me, at the moment, he needs to keep the shirt. Funny enough, everyone else saying it. Oh, I go on the football terrace, I say, we're counter-attacking team. Oh, down the Hotspur hood agrees with me straight away. And I'm going to listen to him all day long because this guy knows his football. Simple. And she's to carry on doing the same thing. If he puts Romero back in the team, if we win, cool. But it sets a bad precedent. Because what is that? It's a competitive squad. That's what I'm talking about. I don't rate Davis. I think Dragison's a fantastic defender. But as a central pairing, we're getting straight into it. We're just going to get straight into it because this is going to be a short, sharp show. Let's be honest here. So I'm sorry about this if it's a short, sharp show for everybody, ladies and gentlemen, but that's it. Let's talk about Radu Dragison and then Davis. It's one of those things that they played well against West Ham. I think, no, Aston Villa. They played well against Man City in the Carabao Cup. They play well against now Man City. They should keep the shirt. That's it. Simple. So I don't understand the narrative now saying, oh yeah, well Romero comes back, yeah, they're second choice and that's it. So they shouldn't get Romero should get back into the team. What have I been saying all this time? If we're gonna do that, they're backups. And if we're gonna do backups, I want Sanchez back in my team. I want Virgil van Dijk back in my team because they're backups. No, that's not the way we should be doing it. As far as I'm concerned, they keep the shirt. They keep the shirt until Romero steps up and says, and if they put a foot wrong, Romero, fight for your place, bro. Van der Ven, fight for your place, bro. You've got to give that motivation. And if Ange is this great manager, you've got to think of the psyche right up here. And that's it. So for me, Radu Dragison and Davis should be keeping the shirt. And that's not hype. That's a competitive squad. Because everyone was complaining about Romero not playing well. So for me, Romero, bye-bye. You need to fight for your place. And that's it. Simple. I still think there's still things there for me defensively. We can get found out. Porro was not, he attacking wise he looked good, but there was times when he felt wanting. There was a chance where he headed it, and then I think it was Savio was just about to get the ball, but luckily the goalkeeper Vicario got the ball, and he got a bit of a. They clashed together a little bit, but that was it. But you do see that vulnerability there, to be honest with you. But overall, when you look at it now, those two were one of the bedrocks of why we performed very well, and especially in that second half, because there was a bit of an onslaught from Man City. We were very, very resolute, and that's it. And that really worked to the whole team, and that's it. Another part of the team that I really have to talk about, I haven't really highlighted it very well, and that's it. Another one was the midfield. The midfield. Now, I stick by what I say. For me, if we want to play expansive football, for me, you need a number 6. You need somebody that can work with the likes of Sarr or Basuma, so they can do their work, and that's it. As a partnership, they work very well. Understandably, I'll say that, definitely. But, for me, at the moment, it really worked very well. And the thing that I liked about it was helping the likes of Maddison just to be up there, being a number 10. And this is what we want. when Maddison is playing well, 9 times out of 10, Tottenham Hotspur look very, very good in this counter-attacking way, because they're just doing their defensive work because they're energetic and they've got the energy and they've got that partnership. They've got that they got that good sense of what they can do, and that's it. But at the end of the day, they're doing what they're good at doing. They're energetic. They're not told to just hold, be certain players that they're not. That's it. They're playing to what they are as players, how they are as they are as players, and that's it. And for me, that's what I like. I think that works, especially in a counter-attacking team when we're running deep and then we just spring on the transition very, very quickly. I think they're very good doing it. Sarr has been very good the last couple of games. Sarr has been very good, I have to say, on good form. Same with Kulusevski, on good form. Okay, I have to say that very hard, on good form. Yeah, and big up to Jeff, thfc. Big up to Jeff, because I do look at your comments and you do come with certain good comments, football comments back. So I do big you up. You can bitch about Kulusevski and Ange Postecoglou, but Kulusevski will just get better, eventually becoming a world beater, and Postecoglou will win the silverware before you get your wish. I can't agree with that. Unfortunately. At the moment, I need to see it. Because at the end of the day, it has to be seen from me. This is what a real person does. What real person does. You have to see it to believe it, and that's it. And I think I've always been consistent with that, with certain things. Yes, I had to change my mind on Højbjerg when he went, because we didn't get anything better than Højbjerg. That's it. We didn't get anything better than Højbjerg to compete with the midfielder, and that's it. And I do need to see it, Jeff. I have to see it. Unfortunately, that's the way I have to be, and that's it. Big up to everybody in the chat, by the way. Big up to everybody in the chat. Just need to segue just to say big up to certain people, because now I've started to talk to the chat. I have to big up to everybody. Big up to Tom Thatcher. Big up to you. I'm very well, thank you. Big up to you, Lisa O. Big up to you. Big up to you. We are Spurs TV. Big up to you. I think that's a bit of a joke, really. Big up to you. Big up to you, John Fitzpatrick. Big up to you. Big up to you, Jonas C. Big up to you. And big up to you, B-side no 9. Big up to you. Big up to you, Dylan Cullen. Big up to you. Listen, like I said, I'm not 10 years old. I'm sorry, I'm not hearing this. Celebrate what? I was happy. I actually was very happy with that performance. Really brilliant performance from Man City. But as we know, we have to wait and see how this goes, because we need to be consistent. Fulham's going to be a very difficult game. We've got Roma next. For me, we all need to see us being consistent in terms of the way that we play, consistent the way that we have to continue doing the same things that we're doing this attacking style, and not doing things that we don't need to be doing, trying to be this expansive team, because we haven't got the players to do it at the moment, unfortunately. And I don't think they're comfortable doing it, as far as I'm concerned. I think they're more comfortable sitting back and hitting teams on the transition. Now, that will make games very, very stalemate and very, very hard to watch, maybe sometimes. But that's the way it's going to be. That's the way it's going to be for me. And we've got to. For me, I can be happy with that. I can take that at the moment. Whether I enjoy it, that's another story. At the moment, I don't feel this is going to be. This is not going to be for me. This is not going to be the beyond end all for me. I think we've got to see how this plays out, and that's it. Whether we can win a trophy with this, I think that's the crucial thing. Whether we can win a trophy this season, and he said that he always wins a trophy in his second season. So, and that's not really the beyond end all because the last guy that we won the trophy left, got sacked. So I can't really say too much on that anyway. But yeah, big up to everybody in the chat. If you can like and subscribe, we're on the road to 2,000 2,000 subscribers. Yeah, I haven't done enough lives. Yes, I haven't. No, I haven't. The reason is, and I've got to explain this as well. I did say I need to change things up. When I mean change things up, change up the content, being less reactive content. The best, the worst, and the better average top 5 is long overdue. Long overdue. Me changing things up is not changing my opinion. No way. The only reason why I would say I need to change it up is because I'm saying the same things. I'm saying the same things, and it's not. It was getting very, very boring. I've done this 4 years now, and when you're saying the same things, it gets very, very boring. It starts to say it grinds on you a little bit, and that's it. But yeah, it is what it is, and that's it for me. Big up to Steve. Steve, big up to you, mate. Big up to you. Nice to see us not pushing so far up and leaving now space and then getting caught out on the counter. We are dangerous counter-attacking. You're bang on with your analysis. Yeah, thank you, mate. Yeah, I absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. It's not something I love. It's not something I love, but at the end of the day, if it's successful, I can't complain. I absolutely can't complain completely. Definitely not. Mr. Box Office, think Donna is playing a high line for you. Oh. That's a good one. That's a very good one, Anton. Big up to you. Big up to you. Welcome to the show. But yeah, it's for me overall a great performance. Like I said, it's one of those things that you see certain players like Kulusevski, who for me is one of those players that I enjoy. I think has proven a lot in terms of he can play. He can play this counter-attacking style, and you can see that he's grown in this style. Definitely, I don't think he's a guy that's going to big teams are going to look to. I don't think he's that type of player. I think he's going to have to change his style of play. There's the way that he plays, and that's it. But overall, I think he has been our best player in terms of the way we are progressing, in terms of playing this style, and that's it, counter-attacking, and that's it. Whether he's improved, that I don't agree. And I have to see this over a long-term period because, yeah, you can see he's got a little bit of intelligence and that's it. But I think you saw against Ipswich, you can really stop him from playing. You can nullify him very, very easily. He's got the energy, but if you are very resolute in defence, you can stop him from playing. And I think that's where my doubts is. He's no Modric, he's no Matoma, he's no Grealish, he's no. I just don't think he's that type of player for me. I'm not. I just don't. He just doesn't get me off my feet. He doesn't. He really doesn't. And like certain players back in the past, like Robbie Keane, Defoe, Bell, Dembele, Ledley Kings, great wingers, Lennon, you get my drift, David Ginola. Those sort of players got me off my feet. Teddy Sheringham, there's so many out there, and unfortunately, I can't. I just don't think it's. I just don't think he's one of those players that get me off my feet. Unlike Maddison, though, Maddison, and going on to Maddison, who has had a bit of a hard time recently. Let's be honest here. I think for me, he's proven why he should be that number 10. That's what he needs to be. That number 10. Just focus on just creating and be that creative spark, and that's it. And when you focus on that, because he likes to take risks, that's what we want. That's what we want. And when he's on good form, you see the difference between when we're on good form with when he's playing well and when he's not. 9 times out of 10, we're winning a game because he's playing really well. So it's the best thing for us is that he's on form. He's our Odegaard. He's our De Bruyne. Not saying that he is that. No, he's not. He's not on the level of those players at the moment because he's not consistent enough. And that's it. But he's like our Eriksen at the moment. Again, not saying he's Eriksen. I'm not saying he's Eriksen at all. He's nowhere near. But consistency-wise, Modric, no way near. Consistency-wise, no, he's not. But I can say that he's definitely one of those players that can pick a pass and he can thread it through, and he's just got that picture of what he wants to do. And I think we've missed a lot of that in certain games. We have to see how it goes the next couple of weeks. We have to see how it goes because it's all about consistency, and that's it. But overall, very good performance from Maddison. He was very impressive. And the second goal, yeah, it was very good pressing from Tottenham again. We are a very, very good pressing team. Very good pressing team at the moment. And we are overall, we do so well to press. And try and and keep that energy up. Now, whether that energy will be there towards the end of the season, that's my question at the moment. Because you look at the fixture list, and I really need to show this. I need to show this this at the moment. If I can try and get this, hopefully I don't. Now this is technology. Now this is technology. If I can get Tottenham's fixtures right now, right at this minute. Big up to everyone in the chat. Big up to everybody. What are your feelings at the moment in the chat? What is your feelings at the moment? What's are you very confident going into the next couple of games? Are you very confident what's going to actually happen? Are you confident we're going to get a few wins under our belts? Are we going to move up the table? Are you confident now that we are going to now this is the turning point in our season? Because that's another thing as well. Is because we said this against Manchester United, we said this against Aston Villa. Do you think now this is a turning point? Now, how many times can you say that it's a turning point? How many times? I don't think you can say it how many times. You know, we've been here before, haven't we? That's why we say what we say, don't we? But really, what I'm saying to everybody in the chat at the moment is these performances that we're saying at the moment one of the things that you can sit there and say, yeah, this is our time. This is what we are. This is what we are. This is how we are. Do it. This is how we do it, and that's it. And that's really what I'm trying to say to you, Tottenham fans. That's it, really. I'm just getting this up right now, and there you go. There we go. Technology working. Brilliant. There we go. There we go. Right. So let me just get this up. There we go. All right. If anybody can see that, actually, I think I might have to do this. You have to bear me 2 seconds. Getting the technology up there just for you guys. No, I don't think that's going to be really good there. There we go. No, boy. There we go. See, this is where technology really doesn't help me there. But yeah, if you look at the fixtures list right now, right, I think this is a bad example of technology, a bit of an example here. But when you look at the example of what we've got right now, of the fixture list right now, well, we've got Man City. We've just beaten them 4-0. There we go. So we've got Roma next, Fulham next week. Then we've got Bournemouth on the 5th of December. I think that's the midweek game. Then we've got Chelsea during the weekend, that weekend. Then Rangers, I think that's 3 days later or something like that. Then Southampton. Then Manchester United in the Carabao Cup, League Cup. Then Liverpool. Then Nottingham Forest. So these games are thick and fast coming with a squad of players that we can see right now that he don't trust the youngsters at the moment, because you saw again Burval coming on very late in the game. Very late in the game as well, to give him some game time, and that's it. So then we've got, I think Wolves is now to be decided still at the moment, and then you got Newcastle on the 4th, and then they've got an FA Cup game. So it's ongoing, and then I think the important thing to just notice, if you notice this, is that Tottenham, after that, have got an FA Cup game. Then we've got Arsenal. Then we've got Everton in January. And then we've got the European game. Now, in saying that, we could be qualified by then. So hopefully we're qualified by then so we can just play a second team. But as you see from the schedule, and this is what I was saying in other shows yesterday, on other shows yesterday, that, you know, we have got a very heavy. We've got a very, 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 very heavy schedule. Very heavy schedule coming into this period, and with a squad of what we've got at the moment, when he quite obviously does not trust certain players to play at the moment, we can see that this is going to be a heavy schedule for us. Kulusevski might be used a lot of the time, and as you've seen with Rodri at the moment, and some certain players at the moment that play well at the moment, they've got injured. And remember, we've had the fact that Kulusevski's playing in internationals as well. Maddison's not getting picked for England, so he's getting a bit of a rest. But you know, see with certain players, Basuma's going into international week as well. Sarr, Dragusin, Davis playing for Wales. Then you've got Poro, Adoji, Vicario. So it's a lot of games that they're playing at the moment. Playing in this style because Ange wants to play front-footed attacking football. So when you saw when it was with Pochettino, you saw that it grinded on them, on their bodies, and that's it. So what I'm saying is that we still have to see a long-term view of how this plays out, and that's it. And like I say, I can't just go on one game. I could never go on just one game. I never will go on just one game. Because if I did go on just one game, I'm just a flip-flop and that's it. You wouldn't take me seriously. And it's not because I'm not doing it for anybody else. I'm just saying I'm just consistent. I'm very consistent what I say. And what way I am, and that's it. I still have my concerns that Ange is not going to go back to what he was, the status quo, because he's so keen on making sure we play attacking front foot football, and we can't. We clearly cannot do that. It reminds me of, and people might not like this. It reminds me of the Leicester team. It reminds me of the Leicester team that won the Premier League. I think it was back in 2016. I think it was. Leicester were a very good counter-attacking team. Jamie Vardy was the perfect, and Mahrez were brilliant in that team. He had Drinkwater and we had they had the other midfielder as well. I forgot his name. I forgot his name now. It's just escaped me. If anybody in the chat can remind me what it is, and that's it. Big up, by the way, to Nige Pure Coys. Big up to you. I saw your channel, and I love your short videos. I love your short videos, by the way. Big up to you. I was going to say it personally to you, but big up to you, bro. Big up to Hotspurs as well, by the way. Big up to you. Kante, yeah, thank you. The leftovers, thank you. Yeah, Kante, that midfield and then defense, it was very tight. And let's be honest here, Morgan and the other defender, which I can't remember the top of my head, they were very, very good. It's just so tight. They were a very tight team, but they were very good on the transition. And that reminds me of our team right now, because they weren't brilliant players, no, but they play like a team, a very good unit. And when they had the chance, when they got the opportunity, they just sprung, and just hit teams on the break. And Jamie Vardy was brilliant at that, absolutely fantastic at that. So, and also have brilliant subs. Thank you, CH Ghost. Brilliant subs, and that's it. So, overall, it was a very good. This style can be very, very good. It can be brilliant style to watch. 110%. And with a solid defense, it can be, if we stick to the plan, and that's it. But Ange needs to stick to his guns on this, sticking to this style, because it's worked in games against Manchester United away from home and against Man City. He's got to stick to it. Now, I don't like that sort of style. It's not my style for me. That's it. But I can learn to respect it. I don't think it's long term for me, this style for me. But I can learn to respect it if I see consistency. And that's it for me. It will take time. And he's got to be flexible. But what I don't think is right, like I said before, is people saying, oh, give it time. Oh, be patient. I've answered that question. I'm not patient anymore. My breaking point was done a long time ago. So that's where we disagree, and that's it. But I can give it credit, and that's it. What I don't do is go over the top with credit, with praise. I don't do that, because I've seen this before. 110%. But Solanke, another one noticeable as well, I have to say as well, Solanke was very good as well, holding up the ball. He helped players getting into play, again, showing again why Ange brought him in, and that's it. And I think, for me, this is what he's there for at the moment. Now, he needs to get into the box to score more goals. Yes, it definitely needs to do more of that, 110%. But today's shown a lot. Yesterday's shown why he is very good. I think we should play someone alongside him. I think Son needs to be playing alongside him sometimes, or Johnson to a point as well. But I can't complain. I can't complain about the whole team. It's a brilliant team. The only thing I would say is that Son was a bit quiet towards the end. I think he was. He did get a bit quiet. But we can say it's fitness. I don't really have a go at Son. Yeah, the only thing I'd say that he's not a captain. You know, he's not a captain for me, and I'll stick by what I say. We do not have that many leaders in the team. I think when momentum's on our side, we do very well. That's the thing. I think that we rode our luck a little bit as well. It was solid, but at the same time, Man City could have scored, but we were defensively very strong, and we kept it very well. Now, if Man City scored, whether I would like to have seen what would have happened next, because I do think that we do lack composure when things go wrong. It just worked today. It was our day yesterday. It was our day yesterday, and I will give them that. I'm saying it's a brilliant performance, yes, but when things go wrong, can we compose ourselves to get over that line? And I think that's where the issue is for me, and that's going to be over time, and that's it. And I think that's why I've not done a live for quite a while, because I've not been able to. Because if I do a live, I'm saying the same things at the moment, and I don't know what I'm going to get the next couple of weeks from Tottenham. I don't know if we're going to suffer injuries, which I think inevitably we will get injuries, and that's it. I think we'll have less injuries if we play this style of counter-attacking football, because we won't need to be always on the track. You know, we wouldn't be always having to have the ball a lot of the time. We can conserve our energy and then spring forward and use the energy to punish teams on the break. I think that's very conservative, and I think that's going to conserve our energy. I think that helps the likes of Van der Ven, for instance, if he gets back into the team, because at the moment I stick by what I say. Dragerson and Davis need to still have the shirt. Simple as that. I stick to what I say. They need to have the shirt still, and that's it. They can still improve Poro and Adoji, but they were playing more as fullbacks yesterday than actually trying to go up the pitch and be these number 10s or number 8s, whatever Ange wants, inverted wingers, whatever rubbish he wants to do. Because for me, when that first goal from Tottenham was brilliantly concentrated, and it wasn't that much passing about and faffing about and all that. It was just one pass to Kulusevski. He's a bit stronger. He looks up, sees Maddison running, boom, great cross. Maddison volleys in the back of the net. Nothing too complicated. Nothing too complicated. That's it. It was like passing there. Oh, Son coming this way, and let's just do this. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't like too complicated. Like, Alex once told me, my other, he said to me, I don't do things when I'm at work. I don't like making things complicated. I'm just quite straightforward to the point, because if I have a customer or something like that, or I'm on the phone with someone, all they want to know is, they just want to know, is this happening or not? Not fluff it up and say, yeah, this could happen. Oh, we should do this, do that. Try to make it complicated. It's like, no, just back to front, just make it easy, and that's it. It's like me going to a bar. Yeah, because Mr. Box Office likes to go out and have a good time. Social events. Because when I'm thinking about it too much, when I'm thinking about it and I'm trying to chat up, I'm trying to go up to someone and try and chat to somebody. If I'm thinking about it too much, I'm making it more complicated. Sometimes it's just about just chat. Just chat to that person. And at the end of the day, it's either they don't like you or they like you, and that's it. Why are you making it complicated for yourself? You know what I mean? It's like, you're trying to do a puzzle and you're trying to get it done, but it's like you're complicating it by just saying, oh, maybe I need to put this here, put this here, put this here, put this here, put this here. And I'm like, no, just be straight up and just straight to the point. Just make it easy for yourself, and then you can get the puzzle done easily, and that's it. But that's what we're doing. That's what we've been doing the last couple of weeks. We make things so complicated, over exaggerate certain things, like, oh, if person's going here, this person needs to go here, this person needs to go here. It's like, No, just play football. I don't know how it is now these days. Why people make things so complicated all the time, and that's it for me. I don't really get it, and it's one of those things that I, I don't like about Ange. I think he makes things way too complicated, which I didn't see with other managers. Harry Redknapp was fantastic at this. He made things so straightforward and easy, and that's it. But with the other managers, it's kind of like, it's just like, I can't listen to this. It's just too much. It's way too much. I can't hear it. I can't hear it at all. But at the end of the day, like I said, I've got to see it, and that's it for me. Another one I've got to give a big up to, and I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe I'm doing this because I think he's still a below average Shane Long. Timo Werner. I have to give him some props. I have to give him some credit for that goal because he rinsed Werner Walker to pieces with the run, and he ran and he got to the bar line, put a very good cross into Johnson. All Johnson needs to do, he caught up with him. Cool. Well, that's the standard. You should be catching up with him. But he scored the goal and put an icing on the cake for us to win the game. So, for me, a great counter-attacking goal, showing me why we are a great counter-attacking team. It put icing on the cake for a great victory. I have to say the third goal was really good as well, orchestrated. Very good orchestrated as well. Paul has shown me why he is you need to put him in the final third. Absolutely final third all day long, every single day. Because it was a brilliant orchestrated goal. Again, Kulusevski, brilliant in the transition, putting the ball over to Solanke, and Solanke holding up the ball, and it's just so well orchestrated. And you can't not like that sort of goal. That goal was brilliantly put together, and that is why I think we're a great counter-attacking team. It is Dan Hotspurs is absolutely right. Counter-attacking style when it works, it looks beautiful. It does. And that's why I can't really have a go at Antonio Conte, because it does look good when you've got the pieces and you play to a system that works for the players that you've got, adapting to the players that you've got. It really works really well, and that's it. I think that's a great way to end the show, because I think overall, great performance, but I still need to see more, and that's it. But what I will say is, and which I will make clear today, nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. I still have my concerns. I'm not a counter-attacking. I'm not someone that loves counter-attacking football, and I need to be persuaded, and that's it. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, because I don't see anybody apologising for Pochettino when I didn't like him at the first, and I learned to like him, and that's it. So, same with Martin Jol, and he grew on me as well. Villas-Boas grew on me. It is how it is. You've got to be proven wrong, and Ange knows what he's getting himself into, and that's it. So consistency is the most important thing, and that's it for me. This is Ange ball. This is the way we should be playing, not Ange ball, and that's it. But we're gonna have to face that fixture list I showed earlier in the show, and show what we're all about, and that's it. Big up to everybody in the chat. Big up to everybody for watching. Keep liking, subscribing. On the road to 2,000 subscribers. I know a lot of you watch the channel but don't subscribe. Here's to help a boy out right now, Mr. Box Office TV. This is something that I have to do in my time, and it's I give a lot of time to this, and that's it. If you do if you do, if you can share with your on social media, because we are going to be switching up a little bit. When, like I said before, we're switching it up a little bit in terms of doing a little bit more different content. Not changing my opinion because that's not going to change. It's just that let's have a little bit of fun with this. And like I said, that best and worst and bang average top 5 has been long overdue, and that's it. And other things as well, on the channel as well. So big up to everyone in the chat. On the day that Tottenham Hotspur fans are saying that we need to smile, but there's another on the day also that we made us proud as well in terms of winning a game against the champions last year, the champions of the Premier League, beating them 4-0. And we should be all proud of that, and that's it. The only thing there is we're on the day where I like to remind Tottenham fans that we've already been here before, haven't we? And we need to just take our stock and move on to the next game like I'm doing right now, and that's it. And no one's telling me anything different, and that's it. So please like and subscribe. I think also in the chat there is a you're able to make super chats as well in the chat as well. So if you want to do that, that's up to you. But yeah, we're growing and we're growing. Thank you for everyone's support, because this is where we're growing. And even if you don't agree with me, and that's it, it's appreciated that you make some good comments. And like I say, to the people that don't agree with me, if you give me good football opinion back, I can't argue with you. I appreciate that. And that's it. And that's the way I'm going to be. And that's it. And like I say, I think also I need to say this as well. I think a lot of people forget the main event, Mr. Box Office. I said that I couldn't back this manager. I still don't feel I can back this manager still, because I need to see it long term, and that's it. I think people forget that. You know, and I think people forget that. I think they talk about other people, but you know, I watched Sava and he completely forgot about me again. And I sat there and thought, why is no one respecting the main event, Mr. Box Office? Maybe because I don't do a lot of lives. I don't do a lot of content a lot of the time. Well, that's going to change soon rather than later, and that's it. Because I love doing this. I love people, and that's it. And one thing I want to ask as well to everybody in the chat, there is an urge for me to do a debate show. There is an urge for me to do a debate show. Now, if you want to have that, because I know a lot of people disagree with me, the only thing I would say is that if we're going to do this debate show, it's going to be like this. If you're going to come on, you're going to have your camera on. You're going to have your camera on. And you're going to have a point to coming on to debate me. There's none of this, oh, you need to change your personality like certain people do. There's none of this, oh, Alex, why can you act this way? Can you work that this way? No. We're not here for that, because I'm not asking for that. I'm not asking for the to change my, because I'm not doing that to anybody else here. All I want is, why you disagree with me, and give me the football opinion why you disagree with me, because there's people out there that can give you good football debate here, and that's it. And that's what we're all about. That's what we're all about, and that's it. And that's all I need to say, and that's it. One other thing as well, I have to say this. I'm not going to bring up the clip. I'm not doing it. But one thing I will say, it's funny. It's very funny. Sean from Spurs Talk Show is saying now he's Ange out. It's funny. It's very, very funny. And I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it on We Are Tottenham TV, because if they don't want to invite the main event, the only reason why I went on yesterday is because my boys Spurs Kings TV were on. That's the only reason. But it's funny. It's funny now he's Ange out. It's funny. Very funny. Because last year when I was on Sava's show, and he asked me a very patronizing question saying, oh, why do you not like Ange? Oh, so was I right all along then? Again, sorry, I'm sorry. He owes me a lot. I'm sorry. He chats a load of waffle, that guy. Honestly. But anyway, that's all I'm going to say. Sorry. Sometimes I have to give my little bit of receipts to certain people, and he's one of them, unfortunately. And he knows where to find me. He won't have the bottle to debate me because he'll just say, "Oh no, I'm not better than you." Well, bro, when you're nowhere near where you were before, you were asking me to come on your show all the time. So big up. So hold that and hold that all day long, and that's it, bro. But the point is, anyway, we're gonna wrap up the show soon. Big up to everybody in the chat. Big up to everybody around the world, whoever you're watching, whatever time frame you're watching, and that's it. Big up to everybody who's watched and liked and subscribed, and that's it. Keep subscribing, keep liking, and you'll see more of me like every single time, and that's it. And there's always like we always wrap up the show like every single time, and that's it, because it's a good day every single time. And it's like when I sing this song every single time, it's a good day, so it won't be for good bad times. It's going to be for Man City fans when I sing this. Back to life, back to reality, back to reality for Man City fans. And yes, I'll just back the Man City fans for you Tottenham fans as well. I'm not batting for Guardiola because he's still won championships and that's it. But as always, like we always finish the show every single time. And that's what we do it every single time. Every time, and that's it. And that's what we're going to do it every single time, and that's it. If you didn't know, get to know. Support your boy, Mr. Box Office. Subscribe and like. And come on, you Spurs. And we're out, guys. Take care.